Okay, you're gonna see what those craft Mr. WALSON is well, recorded with his telescope with a camera adapted to it. These are reptilian craft. You will see easily what I'm talking about. I enlarged the screen, plus this is a 55-inch monitor. So here we go. Right here you can see easily there's a pair of eyes, snouts, a head. There's another head right here in the face. Left eye, right eye. There's another dinosaur head. Then there is a third head right here. This is all together. And the front is the same thing. This entity they're very narcissistic. They have to have their images in everything, including on the planets, the moons, the sculptures, structures, that all have the same thing, so you can never miss them. I find them everywhere because of that. The problem with a narcissistic personality is that they are controllers. They feel they're better than everyone else, that they are superior, that they never lose. Vanity is their Achilles heel. Same thing the front. Right eye, left eye, snout, another head, reptile head, and another one underneath. And this craft use electromagnetic energy, as you can see, is black and white. The white is the energy and the black is the field surrounding the glow of that energy. But they're very colorful because you have to remember that there are other gases around in space. So the colors come from the gases' signature. Nitrogen is blue. That's why our planet is blue, because there's so much nitrogen in the atmosphere. See how they expand. Right now it's expanding, but it's maintaining this. You can see the head even better now. You can see right there the pair of eyes easily. They build everything that it blends into, but it's all heads and eyes. The eyes of a head, of a reptile. Look at the eyes right there. Then look at the eyes on this smaller head. The whole graph is like that. The front, same thing. Look at the eyes. You can see a pupil right there. Those two black dots. That's the pupil of the eyes. Even in the small craft, it's the exact same thing. And those two white things right there, those are two heads. Two smaller reptile heads. With the mouth open. And a little head top of it, right there. I haven't seen this video, this particular one. I don't know if it's gonna show more than that craft. Let's see what he come up with. But I already seen them before, all of them. Once I took the color off, that's all I found, reptile heads. I mean, everywhere. And there is this fuzzy, dark mass, which is another reptile head, but it's like some kind of material that doesn't project light or don't reflect light. But you can see that this object is like it's protruding from something. And that's what troubles me. What is a space? It's some like a gelatin looking thing, because all these things are protruding, including planets and moons, and everything is protruding from something like a mass, like a giant transparent mass. And NASA knows all of this. The type of physics that you are looking at, this is physics well beyond our, our normal understanding. You can see there's two protruding tubes here and another one here and several ones right here that is like that craft is projecting from that. And you can see much more. If you study the image around it, you can see there are faces everywhere. This is a freaking deal. I mean, once I start understanding what I was looking at, wow, it really became completely another story. It just changed completely, because then what the hell am I looking at? What is that space made out of? And all those, that's what they call the matrix. I don't understand what they call it a matrix, because you don't have any other name for that. It's got a reptilian looking dude, or I don't know. It's why this thing is everywhere in space, and I've seen nebulas with the same faces, galaxies. You see the faces projected like holographically. See, that's the normal size. This is once you enlarge it to 800%. And see how they transform. This thing is transforming. It's just changing shape, shifting shape. Using electromagnetic frequencies. That's how they achieve that. Now you see the reptile head even more protruding looking and more defined. That dark mass that was here now is a stretch sideways. You can see the two eyes right there. And you can see down here, and it keeps just transforming. More parts are stretching, and now you see the pair of eyes. The snout is elongated. It's stretching downwards. And That's why it's vibrating like that. Now you see, this is the head turned sideways. Now you see another set of eyes here, and another head right here. This is amazing how they achieve all of that. But it's all through electromagnetic energy. It's 0 point energy. They control that. There's a statue here. I don't know if it's a human. It looks like a humanoid figure of immense proportion, but it might be just part of the craft that it looks like that. See the dark figure right there? It might just be part of the craft itself. That thing is big, man, but I've seen them in the New Orleans documentary by Ken Klein, how they sit on top of the craft, and they constantly changing shape, constantly. They never stop. It's one constant like fluid. And the craft has a reptile head looking around like, wow, and like the craft is alive. And probably is. It's a biosynthetic, how they call that? A symbiotic craft. It's connected to the brain of the occupants, of the pilot. Look at the head right here. The eyes right there, and the pupil, the mouth, snout, bottom jaw. See how it changed shape? Now there's a bigger head here, flat, more wider. There's the two eyes right here. It's a big one, then another pair of eyes here, then another pair of eyes. You can see the vertical pupil, then the other head in the back of it. It's all bunch of reptile heads. That's all I can tell you. With this long beam as part of the fuselage. See the black and white energy? That's electromagnetic signature. See, constantly changing shape. Constantly. That's not like a static thing. It just keeps moving and moving. Here it is even more clear. You can see tubing. You can see more definition in this one. The image is too large for 400%. That would be about better to be able to observe that. So he only